Rie. I will now call this 157th meeting of Tokyo Midtown Toastmasters Club to order. Bang. Okay, so welcome everybody to our lunch meeting. And today we don't have any guests, but we have a new member. The new member is Anindya Pradipta. Thank you for joining our club. He has sent out the application. He has made the payment. So we will do the induction ceremony next time during the evening meeting. But he's now officially a member of our club. We're very happy to have him.
Thank you, Ichiro-san. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, so there was one person who might show up, but he provided the login information, but he's not here, so we will just go ahead. So now I'd like to pass the control to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Takamiyawaki.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Naito, and good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Okay, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so somehow it's probably my PC. My video is like it has a funny move. So okay, as long as you can hear me, that's okay. Okay, everybody, can you believe it's in September? Oh yes, but September is these days. Actually, September is in my childhood. It's more like, you know, I felt like it's an entrance of autumn. But September these days is still really hot. Lots of typhoons, lots of rain. So it's not a very pleasant month. Don't you think so? You know, it's still hot. This morning was raining, but still it's really hot today. Okay, but let's have fun nonetheless. Let's have a good fun and good learning. Okay, so today we only have one prepared speech. We have by Yuma-san, right? Okay, so we should have ample time for everyone to speak. Okay, so let's enjoy it. Okay, let's move on to the role takers introduction. So first role taker is grammarian. The grammarian today is Toastmaster Daisuke. Please explain your role.
Okay, I'm the grammarian for the day. I'll be looking out for good use of the English language. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. The English language, and also for any grammatical errors if you make any. May I make a proposal, because I seem to have 3 roles, and I can see that Victor has joined with no role, and maybe even Aninda could pick up a role.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Yes.
a timer for Victor. And Anindya, how do you think? What do you think about the vote counter?
Well, let me take the vote counter, and Anindya, can you do the R counter?
Oh, okay. Or yeah, that's another way. Since it seems like we all have double or triple roles.
Please explain to me the
And
role.
we'll explain it. Okay. So back to you, Taka-san.
Thank you very much, Kono-san. Thank you. Okay, so grammarian is Toastmaster Daisuke. Okay, and we'll split roles. Okay, word master today is Toastmaster Ichiro Naito. Naito-san, please explain your role.
Hi. Okay, so my role as a word meister, meaning word master, is to introduce the word of the day. The word of the day is to help fellow members to enrich your vocabulary, so you can have a vast array of words to use in your speech or in your everyday life or during the table topic session. For this meeting, the word of the day is astonished. Astonished. And let me enter that into the chat box. So what does astonished mean? Actually, this means to be very surprised, not just surprised, but very surprised, or it could be very amazed, very amazed. So not just surprised or amazed, but more extremely surprised or amazed. And some examples of this word might be, I was astonished to find that she spoke fluent Chinese. I was astonished that she spoke fluent Chinese. So you can use a variation like astonishing or astonished or to astonish. And you are encouraged to use the word of the day as frequently as possible during this meeting. And I will count the number of words used by whom report at the end of the meeting. So back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Naito. Astonished, astonishing, astonish. Very good choice of word. Thank you very much. Yes, as I mentioned, it's already September. As an astonishing matter of fact. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, next the role is our counter, and our counter. So we would like Ninja to take this role. Okay, our counter's role is to count, to listen carefully to each speaker. So in this case, prepared speaker, we have one prepared speaker today, and table topic speakers. Those will be assigned later. But pay attention to the speeches and pick up any distracting words such as well, unnecessary words or clutch words that distract audience to listen to the speaker's speeches. So count those and report back during the general evaluation session. Sorry, evaluation session later in the meeting.
Got it.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
Right, Ninja, thank you very much for taking this role for the first time. Okay, thank you. And timer. So timer. Okay, so timer has now Toastmaster Victor Hirakawa. Please explain your role.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Miyawaki-san. As a timer, I would take into account the time for each speech and evaluation, and I will share the status of the meeting, the speech, with the different colors. So, for example, if the speech is 5 to 7 minutes, after 5 minutes, I will show the green background here, and you can see my screen now. I switch to green, and then at the 6 minutes mark, I will switch to yellow, and then after that, 6 minutes and 7 minutes. After 7 minutes, it will be red, and after that, you have 30 seconds to finish your speech. And that's for the prepared speech if it's 5 to 7 minutes, but in case of table topics, I think the time is 1 to 2 minutes. So it's 1 minute green, 1:30 yellow, and 2 minutes is red. So after that, you have only 30 seconds to finish. So the time will be shared with you before each of the speeches. I mean, for table topics and prepared speech. And after that, I will give my report of the time. Thank you. Back to you, Miyawaki-san.
Okay, Victor, thank you very much. Very clear color. It's an astonishing tone of yellow. Thank you very much. Okay, next role is vote counter. Vote counter today is me. So I would like to, so we only have one prepared speech today, so we are not going to vote. Yuma-san will be automatically best speaker if he speaks within the time frame. Okay, and we're going to vote for the best table topic speakers. Okay, so to vote, you can send a name, best speaker's name, through the chat box and make it to a private chat to me. So please, everyone, send a text to me. Is in chat box. Okay, just send test or whatever. Okay, everybody can do it. Okay, looks like. Okay, good. Thank you very much. So we'll come back to this voting later. Okay, and last but not least, the photographer today is Toastmaster Yuma Tejima. Please explain your role.
Thank you, Toastmaster Takamiyaki. So my role today is photographer, and I will be taking pictures throughout the meeting and at the end of the meeting to be used by Vice President of PR, which is myself, for club report on our Facebook page. So if you don't want your picture on your Facebook page, please let me know, and then I will make sure that you will show up. Back to you, Toastmaster Dave.
Thank you, Yuma-san. Thank you very much. Okay, these are all role takers today. Everybody has a role. Very good. So let's now move on to the first session. The first session is prepared speech session. And the prepared speaker today is Toastmaster Yuma Tejima. And let me introduce the evaluator for Yuma-san is Toastmaster Ichiro Naito. Toastmaster Naito, please explain the speech objective.
Hey, sure. So I will be serving as the evaluator of Toastmaster Yuma Tejima. He will be doing the presentation mastery level 1 fourth project, which is researching and presenting. The purpose of his speech is to learn or review basic research method and present a well-organized speech or well-researched speech on any subject of his choice. Back to you, Toastmaster Day.
Thank you, Natsu-san. Okay, Yuma-san, can you see the timer? Timer is Victor today.
Yes, I can see it.
You can see the timer. Good. Okay, Yuma-san's speech is 5 to 7 minutes, so 5, 6, 7. Green, yellow, red. Okay, Yuma-san, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so let me introduce our prepared speaker is Toastmaster Yuma Tejima. The speech title is Your English is Perfect. Your English is Perfect. Toastmaster Yuma Tejima, stage is yours.
Do you speak perfect English? Why so and why not? I did not speak English at all until my age 27. That time I quit the job and I went to Canada to learn conversational English for 1 year. I have worked for Gaishike global company ever since because I want to put myself in environment where I need to communicate English for work. It has been successful so far until recently. All my line managers have been non-Japanese, Australian, Singaporean, American. All they speak English naturally and their English become my standard. Now I'm in people management role. Do I speak like them? Unfortunately not. Am I ashamed of it? Kind of yes. I would say that is why I become a member of Toastmasters Club to improve my English. I ask myself again, do I speak English? Yes. Isn't that good enough? No. Why not? Because I do not speak English as perfectly as my line managers. But hold on a sec. What is the definition of perfect English? Is it fluency, pronunciation, correct grammar, or all of them, or anything else? So I'm in total mess like this. That makes me dig into the research of perfectionism. That sounds fun. Let's do it. Perfectionism isn't good or bad, basically, but it does have bright side and dark side. So it is called adaptive and maladaptive. Adaptive. This category, you need to be energetic and motivated to achieve the goal as high as you can, while maladaptive, you tend to be discouraged by the highest goal. So I am likely falling into this category, but why? Maladaptive person tend to be self-criticism, self-sabotage. It means you are so worried about being criticized about your English. Then you procrastinate. In other words, you postpone that chance to speak English, or you procrastinate your prepared speech for Toastmasters Club. Yes, I did, to be honest, for 2 years. And bloody hell. In this case, I use perfectionism for excuse. That holds you back for your opportunity to improve. So, how am I supposed to fix it? Unfortunately, there is no immediate fix. But first and foremost, you should know that nobody is perfect. And there is my favorite quote: done is better than perfect, stated by Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Facebook. Even though there's no immediate fix, there is a minimum 2-step you must take. Number 1, set a crystal clear and reasonable goal and expectation. Especially maladaptive type of person like me, if you set the long expectation like, I should be able to speak English like native English speaker, you are easily discouraged and never be able to fill in the gap without having the clear, reasonable expectation. Number 2, focus on your effort rather than outcome. You won't be able to speak English reasonably well overnight, but you can take small, tiniest step instead. If you put in 1% of your effort every day, it will become 37 times of improvement a year, according to James Clear, author of Atomic Habit. I also realized that I look at myself only dark side. I do have bright side. How come I become mentally short-sightedness? Although I took LASIK surgery to fix that physically long time ago. So the most important thing is to be able to communicate, and whether you can express what you want to say, it doesn't matter which language you speak, English or Japanese. I'm native Japanese, by the way. Do I speak perfect English? No. But am I ashamed of it? No. Why not? Because I can express what I want to say in Japanese. So, let me conclude. As long as you can communicate in English, brilliant. Nothing to worry about. Who cares your English is perfect or not? Because there's no such thing. Perfect English, same as Japanese. All you have to do is take smallest step every day to complete your prepared speech for Toastmasters Club on time, which I said to myself. That is end of my speech. Thanks for listening. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, Yuma-san. Wow, lots of round of applause. Thank you very much. Nice speech. Very good speech. Okay, I'll take 1 minute of silence. I don't think we have a comment sheet link ready, so please send your comment through chat box. If you can, publicly send it or make it private, either way, I'll just collect them and send them all to Yuma-san later on. So please send your comments through chat box.
I think Stefano pasted the URL for the comment sheet.
Oh,
in his
he did?
latest email.
Okay, let me check. Okay, hold on then.
I can send it to chat box.
Oh, would you please? Thank you. Oh, great, thank you. Okay, so everyone please use the online comment sheet. Okay. Wait, you mustn't. Oh, is this the right one?
Oh, is it? It's not? I don't know whether it's. I think so, 18 August. I think, I think Stefano didn't change the
Oh
date.
yeah, it's 18
Toastmasters
August.
Club, isn't it?
It's 18 August, and I can see my comments from the 18th August.
Yeah, but the title of the email is, September 1st lunch meeting.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will ask Stefano to send to create a new form and send it to everybody.
Okay.
So please take notes and paste it onto the form afterwards.
Okay, got it. Okay, so everyone, please take notes, and online form will be sent to you later. Okay, I don't want to forget. I just don't want to forget. Okay. It was a nice speech. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, supposed to be a research and presentation, but it was really inspiring and motivating. Thank you very much. Okay, so there's no voting, so I would like to move to the next
Do you need
session.
timer report?
Oh, timer's report. Thank you. Victor, please give us a timer's report.
Yes, the duration of the speech was 6 minutes and 22 seconds. It was between the time.
6 minutes and 22. 6 minutes
Yes.
and 22. Thank you very much. Okay. So Yuma-san is the best prepared speaker today. Thank you. Well done. Okay, let's move on to the next session. The next session is table topic session, and table topic master today is Toastmaster Tamae Muroga. Tamae-san, you ready?
You. Yes, thank you very
Okay,
much.
It is yours.
Great. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Miyawaki-san. Good afternoon, everyone. We've seen a fantastic prepared speech today, but in reality, we don't always have time to plan what we are going to say in advance. Now we are going to start table topic session. The ability to speak confidently and clearly with little or no preparation at all is very valuable skill. And like many things in life, competence simply comes with practice. Today, in this table topic session, it does allow us to practice those skills in a safe and friendly environment. And today's theme is summer. As Toastmaster Miyawaki-san said, it's already September, and I can't believe we only have 4 months left for this year, 2022. And I like to have some time to look back summer together and ask few questions. So very first question, Toastmaster Naito-san, what is your most memorable summer vacation? Doesn't have to be this summer, can be summer vacation in the past, but what is your memorable summer vacation?
Okay, well, thank you very much for the question. What was the most memorable summer vacation? And this goes back many, many years. I was still in college. I think maybe it was my fourth year or my third year summer vacation. I was living in New York City, and I decided to travel to Europe by myself. And I bought one of those travel guides, which were very popular at that time. It was something like Europe on $20 per day or something. The book started a number of years ago as Europe on $10 a day, but because of inflation, it became $20 a day. So I bought that, and I started with around Iran, all the way, not exactly Europe, but all the way to the east. And from Iran, I traveled to Turkey, then to Greece, and many of the Eastern European countries. At that time, there was something called the Iron Curtain separating the communist European nations and the Western nations. So I didn't have a chance to travel to any of those, Poland, Czechoslovakia, or Hungary, any of those places, but I traveled mostly around Western Europe. Yes, I didn't have any money because I was a student. I stayed in youth hostels, which have maybe about 5 double-level beds in a wide room and no privacy, but that's what students and poor travelers did with backpacks, not suitcases. It was very hard, I think, but I enjoyed it at that time and had many good memories. I think I grew as a person because I went through all those unexpected events and hardships. And that was probably my most memorable summer vacation. So much experience. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Great. Thank you very much, Naito-san, for sharing your such a nice experience. I'm in my 30s, but I've actually never been to Europe. It's really nice that you could visit so many countries in such a young age and alone. That's really a brave thing. Great. Thank you so much for sharing. And next question, I'd like to ask Toastmaster Anindya. What is your favorite way to cool off in summertime?
To what, sorry?
What is your favorite way to cool off? Like to make the temperature down, kind of?
Cool off. Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
in summertime. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmasters Tamae. So my favorite way to cool off my body during the summer heat is first just go inside the building, find the air conditioner near me, and then just stay there for several minutes. So what I like to do that is, for example, I go to Shibuya, and then if I pass the bookstore, usually I use bookstore for that. So I can just go enter the bookstore, and then while I'm reading the books, I feel some of like cool air temperature from the air conditioners. And while the temperature is going down and I feel cool already, I will go out again and then continue my walking. So that's what I usually do. Or if you know, like Tower Records also in Shibuya, I sometimes go there for just cooling off my body when I feel very hot outside. Yeah. So most of the times I just go to shops, but mostly those kind of library, not library, the bookstore or like Tower Records. Yeah. That's what I always do when I walk and try to cool off my body. Yeah. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Anindya-san. It was a really great way. Yeah, I actually do that same. It's really in Japan, so many places has aircon, like really, really low temperature. And it's really refreshing to go into those store or shops. And then, yeah, I didn't realize that the bookstore is a good place to do. But yeah, actually, you can, it's really, you can read the books and stuff like that. So it does, it is a nice place to do that. Great, thank you very much. And next question, I'd like to ask Toastmaster Kasuya-san. In your childhood, when did you do your homework in summer vacation? Do you do that at the beginning of summer vacation or towards the end of the summer vacation, or you try to spread it across the entire summer vacation? And would you be able to let us know when did you do and with your reason? Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Moroga-san. Good question. I have to remember all those years back. I remember that I used to enjoy the summer first, and then I did the whole assignments later, and I was struggling to finish them up to turn it in. So my parents, I remember my parents always kind of criticize what I had been doing, enjoying spending time with friends during the summer, and then waited until very last minute to do the homework. And the funny thing is, my daughter is kind of same way, and she was struggling yesterday to finish up the homeworks, and I didn't say anything because if I said something, maybe she was so upset and she was gonna, maybe she would ask me, how were you doing when you were my age? And I don't want to lie to her, so maybe I will be in trouble, so I didn't say anything. So that's how I was, and I hope it's gonna be improved. And I'm so astonished by what she did yesterday. So she went to school today with all those homeworks. Back to you.
Thank you.
Topic Master Muroga-san.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Kasuya-san, for your great speech. Yeah, how old is your daughter? Primary school?
She's now 12, but
12.
she was a junior high, a freshman at the junior high.
I see. So
So
first
it
year.
was very first summer vacation for her as a junior high school.
I see. It's so great that she was able to complete all the summer homework at the end of the summer vacation. I was actually quite similar. I actually didn't think about the homework at all in July at all. And then I was kind of thinking that I'll do in August, but then at the beginning of August, I kind of start procrastinating and ended up doing at the end of the vacation. So I totally understand how she felt and how you felt. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Kasuya-san. And last question. This question I like to ask Toastmaster Kono-san. So we are now actually autumn is approaching really soon, and then shortly we will be in winter. Do you prefer summer or winter? Which do you like better? And would you be able to let us know why as well?
Okay, thank you for the question. The question is, do I prefer summer or the winter months?
Yes.
All right. That's a great question. Actually, I'll give you the answer first. My straight answer is that I like all the seasons. Now, why is that so? I spent quite a few years down in Singapore. And if any of you have been to Singapore, you quickly come to realize that there are no seasons. Day after day after day of hot tropical summer heat, because you are pretty much at the equator. So that's unavoidable. So initially, when you go to Singapore, you just love it because it's like going on a holiday. It's astonishing how the the tropical weather is everywhere. But after a while, it's like, oh, I think I've had enough of this. Palm trees, hot summer day with ice cream, and you get to miss the 4 seasons. So whenever I had a chance to go back to Japan, I deliberately avoided summer and came back in the autumn, in the spring, or maybe even in the middle of winter. So do I prefer summer or winter? I think I must say that I'm really thankful that I live in a country with 4 seasons, distinct seasons, and every year we take out our summer clothes, then we put them back and take out our winter clothes. That cycle is actually, the older I get, the more I appreciate it. Yes. But I must say that I am looking forward to getting a little bit cooler because it's really tough on us to be, so warm outside. So that's me. Back to you, Tabletop Master.
Great. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Kono-san. Yeah, it's a really great answer. Yeah, autumn is approaching. Autumn is sometimes like I feel autumn is really long, but it's actually quite short. Like it started with, I don't know when exactly autumn is starting, and then it's kind of ending. So yeah, I try to enjoy autumn as much as possible this year. And that's the end of my questions. And could I have timers reports, Toastmaster Victor?
Yes. Naito-san, Toastmaster Naito-san, 2 minutes and 10 seconds. And Toastmaster Aniya-san, 1 minute and 05 seconds. Toastmaster Kazuya-san, 1 minute and 49 seconds. And Toastmaster Kono-san, 2 minutes and 1 second. So everyone is eligible.
Great. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Victor. Could I have 1 minute for voting, please?
Okay, everyone. So please send me your private chat. 4 speakers listed there. Okay, and Tamae-san, thank you very much. You can turn your control back to me.
Yep. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Miyaki-san.
Thank you very
Back to you.
much.
Thank you.
It was a fun session. Great questions. And did I hear correctly? You haven't been to Europe before.
Never been to. Yeah.
With your strong Queen's accent, you say that.
Really? Really?
It was astonishing fact. Okay, you have to tell us more about that, you know, in your prepared speech in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, let's move on to the last session. The last session is evaluation session. And general evaluator today is Toastmaster Atsushi Kasuya. Kase-san, please take over.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mr. Miyawaki. I'll be the general evaluator today. My role is to evaluate the meeting in general, and I'll call for the report from the speech evaluator, timer, grammarian, and counter. And next, I will comment on the quality of evaluations given by the evaluator of the prepared speeches and table topics. Is that what it is? I think. Okay. Overall, this meeting start on time and everything is run smoothly. Especially we have.
Please start with the speech evaluation. So the evaluator is Toastmaster Ichiro Naito.
Okay, the first evaluator is Mr. Ichiro Naito. He evaluates the first and only speaker, Toastmaster Muroga-san.
Toastmaster Yuma Tejima-san.
Yuma Tejima-san. So, Mr. Toastmaster Naito, please evaluate.
Okay, thank you very much. Toastmaster Yuma, congratulations for completing your project number 4 of Presentation Mastery Level 1. The title of the speech was Your English is Perfect. Your English is Perfect. I really liked your speech. And first of all, let me state the purpose of this speech. The purpose of this project, the speech, was for the member to review basic research methods and present a well-organized, well-researched speech on any topic. In this case, speaking English, learning English. I think you were quite successful in providing a very organized speech. You started by talking about yourself, your experience about working under bosses who were English native speakers, and that you went to Canada to learn English. You presented some interesting words, adaptive and maladaptive, and then you talked about yourself as an example. So very well explained. Now we understand what those words mean. As far as the organization of the speech, you talked about the 3 points. about, believe the first one was setting a good goal and expectation. Number 2 was to focus on efforts, not the outcome. And number 3, it is important to communicate rather than speak perfect language. So it was very encouraging when you said, I am a native Japanese person, but I don't speak perfect Japanese. Now, that was a very astonishing moment of discovery. We always tend to think, okay, we have to speak English like a native speakers because they speak perfect English. But now you made us realize that that's not really the case. A good realization to everybody. You encouraged the people. You talked about your own experience about procrastinating to do the speech. It took 2 years for you to start doing speeches. So that was a nice message as an example of taking small steps to achieve your goal. So now I'd like to offer some areas for improvement. The purpose of the speech was to talk about a research method and to talk about researched speech subject, but mostly you talked about yourself. Maybe you could have talked a little more about how other people learn English, maybe some statistics. One statistics you mentioned was that if you improve 1% every day, in 1 year you improve 30% altogether. So that was an interesting fact, probably a well-researched subject. But in this case, the speech was very good. It was very enjoyable and also with astonishing facts. But to meet the purpose of this project is to include more research methods and research statistics. So that is my suggestion. Thank you. And back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster Ichiro Naito. And next, timer report, please. Toastmaster Dice Kono.
Yeah, I'm
Victor.
the
Oh,
timer.
Victor, sorry,
Yes.
Victor.
Toastmaster Naito-san, 3 minutes and 15 seconds. So he's still between the time. Thank you.
Thank you. And next, grammarian. Oh, General, I'm sorry. Grammarian, Toastmaster Dice Kono. Please do the grammarian report.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. Okay, I will focus on the speakers and the main role takers. There are many good phrases used today, and I'm just only picking up a small portion of them. But starting with Tejima-san, whose speech was really full of rich wording and phrases that we can learn from. I like the way you said dig into something, crystal clear. Also a verbal phrase, hold on a sec instead of second, hold on a sec. That's that's a good one. And also the proverb, done is better than perfect. That's a nice one to be able to use. In yours speech, because your speech is near perfect, I picked up on some trivial things, like you said, how I supposed to fix it. I think you meant, how am I supposed to fix it? You used the phrase shamed of it a couple of times. I'm not sure if I could pick up if you said it or not, but it's ashamed of it with the A at the beginning. And such thing, perfect English, I think you meant such thing as perfect English. But no one's perfect, as you rightly pointed out. Muroga-san also used some really good phrases. In reality, little or no something. And I like this one too. Like many things in life, competence comes with practice. This is, something that we can all learn from Toastmasters, isn't it? Just some tiny things. When you say vacation, usually that means when you go somewhere. And I think you want, so it's ryoko in Japanese. And if you want to say, it's like school, when the kids are off from school, it's holiday. So we say school holiday. So I think for kyujitsu, holiday is a better one. And finally, Kasuya-san, you're trying to omoidasu, and you use the word remember, but I think the better word to use is recall in this instance. Remember is to oboeru, it's kyoku suru, and recall is to recall from your memory. So that's a distinction that you might want to make in the future. Okay, thanks very much, and back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Naito-san. Oh, I'm
Kono.
sorry, Kono-san. Next, Wordmeister report. Toastmaster Ichiro Naito, please do the
Yes.
report.
Okay, thank you very much for using the word astonished so many times. So Taka-san used it twice. Kasuya-san used it once. Kono-san used it once. And I believe I used it twice. Did I miss anyone? Anybody else use the word astonished? Okay, that's all for my report. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Naito-san. Next, our counter report. Toastmaster Anindia, please do the our counter report.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kasuya. So for the R report, for Yuma-san, I think it is 0. And for Toastmaster Ichiro-san, I counted it was around 4 R. And then for Toastmaster Kasuya-san, there are 3 and once. And for Kono-san, there are 2 R and twice. So that's all. Do I miss something? Back to you, General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anindia. And overall, the meetings start on time and everything went smoothly. And I believe the meeting is very rigid and ideal. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Okay, thank you very much, Kasuya-san.
I'm so saved by that sentence called "Nobody is perfect."
Okay, thank you very much, Kasuya-san. Great try. Yeah, as a general evaluator, you can actually make a comment how we can actually improve this meeting. So please pick up some suggestions next time. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so all this planned agenda is over. Okay, let's move to the award session. Okay. All right, so I'm a vote counter, so I have the result here. And okay, so the best table topic speaker today is it's Toastmaster Kono. Toastmaster Dice Kono. Congratulations. Thank you. You like all 4 seasons. Yes. Okay, thank you very much. All top table topic speakers did a wonderful job too. Thank you very much. Okay, and I think we had a very good meeting today. Even though the turnout is very small, but good meeting. And Aninja, thank you very much for taking our counters role. You did it perfectly.
Thank you.
Yes.
Can do again next time.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. Great. So with that, I would like to give the control back to our Vice President membership, Toastmaster Ichiro Naito. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Taka, for a great Toastmaster of the day. So since Ria-san, our president, is not here, I will first do the club business. And okay, Matsura-san, the treasurer, new treasurer, has sent an email to everybody about payment of the next terms in the next 6 months. So please send by wire transfer to the account name mentioned on that email. And I think the deadline is the end of September. By the way, the name of the account is not Matsura, so please read carefully. I think she's using her maiden name, Kumakiri, Mashiro Kumakiri. And it's different from the previous one because the treasurer has changed. It's not Toastmaster Koshiro, the new treasurer, Mashiro Kumakiri.
The account number is actually the same.
Yeah, the account number is the same. Okay, next announcement is Toastmaster Stefano has sent out an invitation to the evaluation contest, our club contest. So if you are interested in participating, please send him a reply by a Google form attached to it. There are 2 contests, Japanese contest and English contest. And for the club level, our club, we can send 2 Japanese contestants and 2 English contestants. And actually, one person can do both. Okay, so if you would like to participate, please send him a response. And if there are more than 2 people for a certain language, then we will have a selection, something like a club contest, but in a simplified way to narrow down to 2 participants to the area contest. Okay, are there any other announcements from anyone?
Okay, real quick, Naito-san, can I?
Sure.
Okay, so yesterday, Shinbashi Toastmasters Club and Newbridge Toastmasters Club had a joint meeting to actually a workshop for the evaluation contest in Japanese. But we had a very big fun. We actually watched the video of the last evaluation contest on stage. We actually watched the test speaker and winning evaluation. And we had a workshop and also the demo contest. So it was really big fun for 2 hours, went past right away. There's one more workshop publicly announced, which is in Akihabara Toastmasters Club next week, Wednesday, 7th of September. Next week, Wednesday. Again, this is in Japanese. It's Akihabara is a Japanese club. If you are interested, I would like to. Okay, you can actually send me email or let me just send some information here. Okay, so I just sent you the club name and club homepage. Yeah, if you can contact them directly, or you can contact me if you want, if you're interested. That's it. Thank you.
Can you share the video as well? Is there a link to the video that you?
It's actually Omi-san's private.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes, but he keeps his winning speech and Watanabe Hisashi-san's wonderful test speech. The test speech itself can be a winning contest speech. So it was really good. Lots of learning.
Thank you very much. So
Thank
the
you.
evaluation contest is like today. Let's say Tejima-san does a speech, and instead of me evaluating, there will be multiple people evaluating. But you don't hear the other evaluators. So you can't use the other evaluations as a hint. You will be guided into different breakout rooms. So other contestants cannot hear your evaluation. And then the judges, of course, the audience and the judges will hear everybody's evaluation. And the judges will select the winner. That's how it works. Very unusual, not something that you have experienced up to now. All right, any other announcements? Okay, well, and India, welcome as a new member of our club. We're very happy to have you here. And next week, 2 weeks from now in the evening meeting, if you are attending, then we will do something called an induction ceremony. It's something to welcome a new member to the club. So let me know if you are attending or not. If you are, I will be sending you the script for your part of the induction ceremony.
I'll let you know.
Okay. Anything else? Anyone?
Naito-san,
Yes.
I'd like to take the photo at the end of the meeting.
Okay, sure. Mhm.
So can we do like this, like T,
T.
Tokyo Midtown T? So I'm gonna do the screenshot. Hi, 1, 2, 3. So couple. I'm gonna take couple picture. So would you hold on, please? And then with smile. Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. See you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you.
Have a good day.
See you.